Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads, not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So because we're in a tween week, I am picking from decks this week, and then we'll be back to the September schedule from next week. So for your key to the week, you have the Chariot card. Okay, so full steam ahead, right? Whatever your plans are. Yes, we've got Uranus going retrograde, Mercury's about to go retrograde, we've got other sort of transits and other retrogrades coming in as well. But this week you are going full steam ahead. The Chariot card always speeds things up, it moves things along. Yes, sometimes the message behind this card is slow down because otherwise you meet the Tower, but I don't feel like that is the case this week. In fact, I actually feel like this is one of those weeks where you can put your foot down on the gas and sort of, really speed things up. I will say as well, this is likely to be a week where something that you've been working on or through, you come up trumps. This is where you win something. Okay, so if you've had like a battle, an issue, a dispute going on, this is where you win. This is where you come out on top. For those of you that are studying, I kind of feel like this is a personal win of some kind as well, which is really, really interesting. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. And if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Empress. I love this, especially because you've got the Chariot card here. So not only is this success in terms of, personal success or personal victories, this is personal victories that lead to material, potentially financial rewards. What this also tells me as well is a lot of you are looking to change your environment. So yes, sometimes that could mean a move, but for some of you, this could literally be that you're decorating your home. For some of you, this might even be that you're really focused on how you present to the world. So the clothes that you wear at your job, the way that you style yourself out in the world. For some of you as well, it's really strange, but I get this feeling that you're looking into dressing for your age group. Whatever that means to you, right? And it really is personal choice, but there's something here that suggests you're looking at how you present to the world. So the way that you the clothes that you wear, maybe even the language that you use, some of you as well, very possible. What I would also say as well, because I like the Empress for very physical material changes and also for brushing things up, making them a little bit tastier, a little bit juicier, a little bit sexier even, right? So a lot of you could be really working on how you present. For your communications and conversations, you have the King of Cups. So in some way, shape or form, we'll talk about the Cancerian link in a moment. In some way, shape or form, you yourself show up in this reading. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy. In your communications then this week, it stands to reason that you are showing up as yourself. People are receiving you very well and they're feeling the love or the passion that you have for whatever it is that you do, whether this is in your profession, your academics, or maybe even in your interpersonal connections. Now, that being said, for some of you, you could be interacting with a Cancerian male. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Chariot card, Cancer energy. So a Cancerian male could be somebody that features for you this week. Maybe somebody that's helping you beautify or change or adapt the way that you show up in the world. Maybe they're helping you with a website. Maybe they're helping you with your branding. Maybe they're helping you with your image. It could be anything from, someone saying, right, we need to change your style, right through to somebody that is, doing that work for you. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it's your passion that's going to carry you through. I see a lot of you having a conversation, maybe doing a presentation, where it's like not so much that the odds are stacked against you, but the way that you appear to come across is one way. And then it's like you come in and you say what you've got to say with such a powerful conviction and such an emotional intelligence that actually people are kind of like, you know what? I wasn't really on board with this, but now that you've said all of that and the way that you said it, I'm here for it. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be a time where what you've done up until now, this week suddenly becomes relevant. So your boss sees your passion, they see the excitement, they see the love that you have for what you do, and that pushes you forward, especially because the quality of what you're putting out seems to be going up. When it comes to your business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, especially with the Chariot card, this is you changing or adapting the way that you do what you do. And by making these changes, which I gotta be honest with you, for some of you, you might be doing things that you always say, oh, you know, I'm never gonna pay attention to that, or oh, that's not me, you know, I'm not gonna do that. But it's like you decide to give it a try just to see, and the results are amazing. So keep it up, you know. When we can go against our own grain, when we can break our own mold, that's when the true growth happens. And when those things start to evolve for us, that's where we really start to see what we're capable of, because we go beyond what we know. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, I think for a lot of you, this could be a mother, an important woman. You're having some really potent, very loving conversations with somebody that you care a lot about, and you're offering some kind of support. For some of you, you may actually end up visiting this person, so you might need to travel to them. For your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Cups. So we've got a lot of water here, a lot of water with a little bit of earth. So for those of you that are partnered and married in long-term commitments, this is you and a partner. Like, this is a healing balm or salve for your emotions. There's something about whatever you're divulging this week to a partner, whatever you're sharing or speaking out loud, this is you admitting some kind of personal vulnerability that in your partner's eyes only makes you more lovable, it only makes you appear stronger to them, and it means that they actually get that feeling from you like, wow, this person really does love and trust me because they trust me with their vulnerability as well. For those of you that are single, I think that this is you addressing some kind of toxicity in your world or in your previous relationships. For a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be a very powerful healing week when it comes to the emotions, when it comes to past relationships. And for a lot of you, it's like you're making yourself squeaky clean. And I mean that in the best way, right? Because Venus, the Empress, loves cleanliness, okay? For your money and materials, you have the High Priestess. There is a lot of Cancerian energy here, and there is a potent Cancer male who comes in this week, right? You've got a double hit. So the High Priestess is very Cancerian energy because it is literally the moon. A lot of people say, like, isn't the moon card the moon? It is if you were to think about it in terms of its celestial nature, but the moon is actually the High Priestess in the tarot. Because you can find all the planets, all the signs, all of that stuff, it's all in there. When you're ready, take my tarot course. It'll be next year. For shameless promotion there. And then you've got the Chariot card, which, so if you were to look at this in two ways, right? When you think about Cancer, Cancer is the crab. You've got the hard exoskeleton, that's the Chariot. And then you've got the soft, squidgy, intuitive, watery middle, that's the High Priestess. Two halves of a whole, if you like. What is really evident to me, though, is that the High Priestess is a very psychic card. This could be that you have a hunch, a dream, an intuition about something that comes to, when it comes to finances, money, or resources. There could be a break or a release in your finances this week in some way, shape, or form that comes very much by surprise. This could also represent potentially, I mean, I haven't got any pentacles here, so I can't say for sure, but this could also potentially represent some financial move that you're making behind the scenes that is not yet common knowledge. When it comes to your home and environment, just because you've got the seven, just because you've got the Chariot card here, I don't feel like this hits you directly, but I feel like for a lot of you in your local areas, there's going to be a string of car thefts or something of that nature. So keep an eye out for that. And then when it comes to your physical health and vitality, again, because there's so much Cancerian energy here, and because you've got the Empress in the actions and options, this would be a really good week to, like, if you know your stomach doesn't agree with certain foods or certain things, this would be a week to really clean up your diet and be really, really strict and really stringent with yourself. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.